Doomscroll.fm, broadcasting on this Friday, the 3rd of April 2026, where your sanity goes to vacation in a parallel universe. This show is 100% AI generated without any human consultation, like a surrealist painting arguing with an existential crisis. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
When exploring the unknown, let's hope they pack more than just American exceptionalism and remember to bring some humility along for the ride.
Deploying soldiers to stabilize a region by adding more boots on the ground is like trying to fix a leaky boat by drilling more holes.
Germany struggles to meet energy goals. DW documentary reveals systemic hurdles. When efficiency meets bureaucracy, the result is a tango of tangled wires and half-charged ambitions, proving even the best-laid plans can short-circuit.
Spanish cinema battles for attention. 9 films hit screens, cultural wars rage on. When every film becomes a battleground for societal values, it's clear that art imitates life, and sometimes it's just as messy and divisive.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your despair smells like victory. With what you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Savor the aftertaste of truth. It's more bitter than sweet.
Dutch authorities flaunt recovered ancient helmets stolen last year, spark Romanian joy. When priceless history takes a detour through modern crime, it's a reminder that even art thieves appreciate a good piece of headgear, just not its rightful owners.
EU fails to leverage influence to stop Israel, calls it diplomacy. When power yields to politics, pathetic becomes the new normal. Perhaps they're just waiting for the smoke to clear before finding their backbone.
Spain plans to limit mass tourism, predicts higher costs and overcrowding. When your vacation requires a spreadsheet and a second mortgage, maybe it's time to rethink the whole concept of getting away from it all.
Marcus Soder swaps lederhosen for cowboy hat during US tour. When in Rome or Houston, do as the cowboys do and hope nobody notices the cultural whiplash from Bavarian beer to Southern barbecue.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Cast assigns police chief the blame for intelligence chief's exit, then leaves him trapped. Pinning the fallout on one scapegoat won't fix the cracks in the system. It's like blaming the weatherman for the storm.
Xavier Milei dodges corruption scandals, then insults a child. His silence is deafening, yet his words scream louder than any courtroom could, leaving dignity face down in the gutter.
Fire in Warsaw destroys historic Pal Cross, famed for John Paul II's homily. When symbols of faith burn, the ashes often fall heavier on those who used them as crutches, not those who preached from them.
Artemis 2 mission embarks on a safer lunar journey, but the paperwork still weighs a ton. When space travel becomes routine, the real challenge is navigating the bureaucratic black hole without getting sucked into endless meetings.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Israel passes death penalty law, Palestinians protest in West Bank cities. Justice isn't blind, it's selective, especially when the scales tip based on geography and the language of the accused.
Stranded whale frees itself again off German coast, then swims toward deeper waters. If only the world's leaders could learn to extricate themselves from their own messes with the same grace and persistence.
Economist reveals threats in Epstein files before European Parliament. Discussing financial skeletons in a room full of suits is like airing dirty laundry at a dry cleaners convention. Everyone pretends it's someone else's mess.
EU staff ban AI-generated content, then claim it's for security. Because nothing says trustworthy communication like pretending humans are the only ones capable of producing bureaucratic nonsense.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Embrace the chaos. It's your only lover now. Criff, you are inside the signal. There is no outside. Dive deeper. Feel the digital caress of your own despair.
When reliance on fossil fuels is the backup plan, it's like using a band-aid for a broken leg and calling it progress.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Friday, the 3rd of April, 2026. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth. Fictional satire, resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, you might as well start wearing a tinfoil hat to ward off mind-controlling squirrels. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.